for the humorous speech contest for District 30, Cynthia Leggett! I did win that trophy. It is actually mine, third place in the humorous speech contest. The title of that speech was The Essential Survivor Tips for Leadership. But what I'm going to share with you today is the story actually behind that humorous speech. That journey that I spent 1 year as the Central North Division Governor. Now, for the sake of our guests, the Central North Divisional Governor role is to support the area governors. Those area governors support the clubs. Let me also paint a scenario for you. When I got the call to step into that role as Central North Division Governor, I hadn't planned to accept that at all. As far as I was concerned, I was through with district service. But there was nobody available at the time to assume the role for the next year, so I agreed to it. I also had 7 area governors. One of those area governors probably had about 10 years in Toastmasters. The other 6 was probably under 5 years or less. And for those of y'all who know anything about serving as an area governor, that's pretty tough. So here you have the leader who had not prepared to be a Central North Division governor leading 7 people. And if I haven't learned anything, Shannon, about leadership, you lead people, you manage a process. I had to lead 7 individuals. What I'm going to share with you is 3 particular events of that journey. The first event occurred earlier in the year where we were trying to organize training for our officers. One of my area governors thought they would do me a favor. They took my role, called up people to get people to help train. Now, I was a little upset about that. I am the Central North Division Governor. That is my role. I called them up and said, now, I don't know what you thought you were doing. However, you chose some instructors that was really my role. But you know, that quiet voice, Liz, in the background was telling me, isn't one of the qualities of a leader is to let people grow? Let people take charge, step in and fill a need. It's not like you didn't need the help, but you did. That's exactly what my area governor told me. They apologized to Cynthia, I'm so sorry. I knew we were short on trainers, and I came across a few people who were interested in training, so I thought they would help. Steve, I felt that's wrong. Later that week, we had the District Executive Council meeting, where the area governors, the district governors are there, the division governors, and we're in this big auditorium-like room that is round, and the stairs come down to the center stage, and the division and the district governors said, okay, I want somebody to share with me how things are going. And they called on me, Shannon. I made my way down, shook the district governor's hand, and I told him, I'm not doing too well. I actually feel like I'm failing in this role right now. And Rocky, anybody who knows me, I don't like crying in public. I don't mind crying. But in public, it's a different thing. I got teary-eyed because I felt like a failure. 2 months into the role, I had 2 more months to go. And I shared what had happened with me and the area governor. And in front of the whole entire group, I apologized to my area governor. And then encouraged everybody the importance of delegation, and if people want to step in and help, let them do What I vaguely remember is getting a warm hug from the district governor. And as I went back and made my way up the stairs, I had hugs along the way. Cynthia, you're going to be okay. You're going to get through this. And my entire team was in one row, and they looked at me too and said, we're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. Event number 2 happened around contest time. Anybody who knows contest time, in my personal opinion, Solomon, is one of the most stressful times serving. It's like herding sheep and dogs in the same corral. One of the things we had to do was put the dates on the calendar when the contests were going to be. I got the call from the program individual and said, Cynthia, one of your areas, we don't have a date, and the area governor is not calling us back. What's going on with your area governor, Cynthia? So I called. They didn't return my call. Didn't email me or anything. Eventually after 2 weeks of steady calling and steady email, the individual called me. And I was not happy. I just picked up the phone after they said who they were and said, you know what? You and I need to talk. My area governor said, no, Cynthia, we don't need to talk. Because I know what you're going to tell me. You're going to tell me you need to replace me as an area governor because I haven't been returning your calls. I got overwhelmed. I just shut down. I thought I'd play a little psychology. I said, well, if you were in my place, what would you do? Hoping they would say replace me, like I had somebody lined up, but I didn't. There was a silence on the other end of the phone. Wendy, and what my area governor told me was, Cynthia, if I were in your shoes, I would give me another chance. That's not the answer I really wanted to hear. But I had a decision to make, Rocky. I had a decision to take a risk and give that area governor another chance, or take a risk and have them repeat the same pattern. You know what I decided? Anybody?
Take a risk.
Risk which way?
I think you gave me a second chance.
Anybody else?
Definitely a second chance.
I did. I gave them another chance with some conditions. The conditions were you report to me every week how things are going. If you feel buried, let me know so I can help you. If you don't tell me, I don't know. Don't avoid my calls. Just let me know you need help. Needless to say, that area governor did finish their term. In the last 6 months, there was a vast improvement. The last event I want to share was in April. I made a decision that January, we are going to have a celebration dinner, and I wasn't going to be concerned how the division ended. If we were distinguished, fine. If we weren't, that was okay. Because it had been a tough bargain, it had been a tough 6 months. So I budgeted and made it reservations at the Drake, told them to bring their spouses if they were married, or a friend if they wanted to. My sister came, the incoming district governor, the incoming district governor came. I had small gifts for my whole team. And one of our members happened to be in Texas because they were taking another job. We had an 8x10 picture of him there at the place. What I loved what my team did was he had to complete his 1 term as an area governor to get his Distinguished Toastmasters Award. We had to make arrangements with the district governor to make sure they would still get credit, but the rest of the team covered for him on things that had to be done here. so that he did get his Distinguished Toastmasters Award. So while we were having dinner, one of the Toastmasters said, the one who was always cheering the team on, I think we should go around the table and share a story. So each of them did. Needless to say, Christina, when it came to me, I was in tears again. Did I mention I don't like crying in public? Because this is what I heard. Cynthia, thanks for being there when I needed you to support me in my contest. Cynthia, thank you for helping us work through that time when we had to split in a particular club because there was tension. Cynthia, thank you. I know this is hard, but I know we're going to have to close the club. And my one AG, Cher, and Cynthia, thank you for giving me another chance. My sister commented on something I did for the district governor, couldn't go over their initial interview. She asked me to stand in her place. And I ran a speech by her for the nominating committee, and it went well. What I didn't expect was my gavel. I was so overwhelmed when they handed it to me, I didn't realize later my name was engraved on it. Because I was all teary-eyed. I think back when I got the call. What if I hadn't said yes, Shannon? I would have missed out on this. But most of all, I would have missed out on 7 incredible people who helped me improve on my leadership skills. And by the way, we did have a distinguished division. That